This is Corinne Piper, and this is my special occasion speech on Independence Day. And this is my audience. I was just reading up on the meaning of Independence Day and realized what a spoiled, rotten brat I am. The liberties and freedom that I enjoy were paid for not by me, but by people that I will probably never meet to thank. I have never enlisted in the military, and I've never lost a loved one in a U.S. war. As an immigrant, the liberties and freedoms of this country were bestowed upon me at the acceptance of the citizenship of the United States. It took me a really long, good time, though, to figure out what liberty really means. The word liberty doesn't actually exist in my native tongue. The word freedom does. I was told by the government that I was free, living in a socialistic country. And I believed it. That's all I knew. I was free to pay my taxes. I was free to conform to government rule and regulations. I had a free education, and I had the right to really expensive free health care. If I was homesick or just blue enough to justify staying home from work, I had the right to free money that other people had earned. And if I would have stayed in Sweden and raised my children there, I would have collected hundreds of kronas every month for child support from the government just for a woman's right to have children in a nanny state. So yes, the word liberty was a very foreign concept to me when I came to America with 2 suitcases and $200 in my pocket. I had learned to hunt and gather in a government system, and I had to change. Because when I arrived here, I quickly realized there was no employment agency that was going to send me and hundreds of other applicants to compete for jobs we didn't even want or weren't qualified for. There was no housing authority that would tell me which apartment that I was allowed to rent. The United States of America is a land of opportunity. It is not the land of guarantees. And I fell in love with it. Liberty is not a noun. It's a verb. It's something you truly have to experience to understand. And once you do, it is natural to want to defend it. And that's what millions of American servicemen and women and their families have done for you and me. I also realize that it's not a work that is ever done. Our freedom in this country is under fire still today. And I contend that that is because so many Americans do not understand what liberty really means. That is the very reason why it's being surrendered voluntarily to a government that is so rapidly devouring it at a gluttonous pace. So this Independence Day, I want to thank all of you who are or have served in the military, all of those who had lost loved ones in the war for my freedoms, and all of you who continue to fight so that the rest of us can understand what liberty is. Happy Independence Day.
There's my audience.